Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, unfortunately, it looks like we have Alinity 2.0. Now, she hasn't done anything, at least that I'm aware of, but we do have another one of these Twitch streamers that just have not learned their lesson about, being mean to their animals on live stream and just being stupid. Like, I really just don't get how hard this is to grasp for some people. I mean, I think that this is a very simple lesson that has been taught repeatedly at this point by other people's actions. You can't go around doing this kind of stuff, and especially you can't go around doing this kind of stuff on your podcast, your live stream, anything like that, where there's hundreds if not thousands of people, however many, watching you do this kind of thing live. I mean, I just don't really understand how people at this point are still making this same mistake that they've been making for God knows how long now. But if you're not aware of the Alinity situation, which I'd be kind of surprised if you have not heard about this whole thing, the situation that I'm referring to is basically when Alinity, who is a somewhat popular Twitch streamer, got herself into trouble because she threw her cat over her head and behind her in the middle of a live stream. And then there was another one where people thought that maybe she had given her cat vodka because she put some in her mouth and was letting the cat lick her lips and stuff. And there's been a lot of questionable situations on her streams and things like that, and people have been calling her an animal abuser and a bunch of other things for a very long time now, so that's basically what I'm trying to refer to with this. But this time around, it's actually a guy. It's not Alinity, it's not another one of these streamer girls or anything like that. We have a grown man who does this one, and I got a feeling this nickname is gonna stick with him for a while, being that Alinity 2.0, the male Alinity, the new Alinity, things like that. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you the clip, and we'll just go ahead and get right back here to talk about it here in a few seconds. So go ahead and check this out.
Hej! Ty vole, tak to posral.
Nechod preto mě na ty.
Skoro se dostal raketu do ksichtu, plně vedle čela. Vypadni vítr.
Mrdě! Naposledy. Týhle sedačky se nedotkneš se.
Savánka, pumpa, savánka.
Si dobře zapamatuju. Dobře
Savánka, savánka.
So it wasn't really in frame or anything, but you can definitely tell what he was doing. Unless he was over there smacking a tub of G Fuel or a monitor or something, I don't really know what was going on. That would, I guess, be not him hitting the cat, especially since it seems like he's talking to the cat now. I think he's speaking a different language, because I can't really understand anything that he's saying in this clip, but I'm pretty sure he said something about, don't get up on the table again or something like that, because you know how cats are. I don't know if anyone's ever had a cat or been around cats or anything like that. Cats don't really give a fuck what you're doing, okay? They don't care if you're in the middle of a live stream to thousands of people, this is your living. They're gonna jump up on the desk, they're gonna walk across the keyboard, they're gonna climb behind the monitors, they're gonna walk right in front of you, they're gonna jump in your lap. Cats are the most non-caring animal that I can think of that you would have inside of your household. I mean, they're probably not less caring than a lion or something like that, but apparently he didn't want it to get up on the table, which once again is something that cats just do, and he just starts hitting the cat. So now looking at the clip and everything, honestly, I gotta say this one's probably worse than what Alinity did by at least a little bit. I mean, yeah, sure, Alinity threw a cat over her head and everything, but this dude kind of held the cat in place and was just kind of beating it, Really, that's not the same thing. I mean, yeah, he wasn't rearing back and punching the cat in the back of the head, but I mean, he was still hitting the cat pretty swiftly. I mean, he was definitely laying into the cat as a punishment. Now, obviously, people didn't take too well to him doing this because, well, once again, he was fucking live to the entire internet, basically, and, well, people were calling for him to be suspended and banned off Twitch and all kinds of things, and honestly, this is probably going to be a career-defining moment, even if he, I guess, comes back, because he did get banned off Twitch, by the way. Even if he found a way to, come back or whatever, I don't really see how he can kind of escape this whole situation. I mean, these are one of these things that when people do these, it follows you around forever, pretty much. You don't really get an opportunity to make up for this kind of thing, and, I mean, anytime that cat comes in, the background of his stream or in a video, people are gonna say something about it, even if the cat isn't in view. People are gonna be, I guess, taking those jokes at him, making sure to take those comments at him and things like that. So these kinds of things definitely follow you for pretty much the rest of your career. I mean, look at Alinity. I mean, it's been months since that whole situation even happened, and people still talk about it. People still flood her comments with, all these different posts and things about it. That kind of shit doesn't go away. And I think that he's going to, I guess, get that reputation behind him. Oh, isn't that guy who beat his cat on stream? So even if he got a chance to come back, to the dismay of so many people, it would pretty much follow him around. And he did get banned, like I said, so it wasn't like, I guess, Twitch stuck up for the guy, which would not have surprised me if we're being honest. I mean, you know how Twitch is. They'll suspend you for very stupid bullshit that you can't help, you know what I'm saying? Something random happens on stream, you get banned or suspended. If, you know, you break some very minor rule, you get these overinflated punishments, yet you'll have people like this, well, Alinity, and people who, I guess, just do very horrible shit on stream, who pretty much violate all human morality with what they do, and, you know, Twitch will sometimes back them. Twitch will sometimes allow them to stay, or they'll give them a very lessened punishment if they're a partner. So it's definitely good that he got an appropriate punishment out of this one as well, because obviously people wanted to see this kind of thing happen to him. Honestly, I don't feel sorry for him. And I don't know why this has to keep being told to people, but be nice to your animals, especially on stream, you know? I get it, you know, people do things on stream and they don't think about it. When you're live streaming, shit just kind of happens sometimes, and, you know, you gotta apologize for it later or whatever, because it's not like a YouTube video here where I can sit here for days if I want to, editing it down and making sure all the bad moments are out of it and things like that. Once it's out there on a live stream, it's getting clipped, it's getting posted on Reddit, it's getting posted on YouTube on those fail compilations, it's getting put in articles on Dexterto, it's getting basically blasted everywhere. I get that, but I mean, I just don't think that being mean to your animals is something that you have to tell people, like, hey, think twice about that, man. Hey, don't do that on live stream, man. I don't think that's something you should have, especially like a grown adult, you know? You shouldn't have to be telling people that. Now, the guy did say that what he did was wrong, but he denied that he had abused his cat. Now, I find it kind of weird that you can, like, openly admit, like, yeah, what I did was wrong, but I didn't do this, when it's pretty clear that, like, you just did something extremely shitty, you know? You don't really need to do things like that. I mean, even if, like, let's just consider the situation. Like, I know there's people who defend that kind of stuff, right? Like, whatever. But let's just think about the situation. Like, the cat wasn't violently attacking him, biting his neck open, like pulling wood out of the wall and setting it on fire to burn the house down or something like that. You know, the cat was just being a cat. It was running and scurrying around the room, jumping up on things, and I mean, you just gotta expect the cat to do that kind of stuff. It's not something that you gotta hit the cat over or punish the cat for. If anything, just take the cat off the desk and just put it on the floor. Don't Alinity it, don't throw it over your head. Just put the cat on the floor if it's really that bad and it bothers you that badly. I mean, it's not something where you gotta square your fucking cat up. Okay? I mean, do people with hamsters and gerbils, like, square them up when they're running in the little wheel in their cage? Or, like, you gonna, you know, square your dog up when it has a chew toy? It's like, come on, man. And I get, like, losing your temper. You know, it just may be like a one-off thing. Like, you just lose your temper, you don't know how to handle a situation, but number one, this is not one of those situations where you should lose your temper that badly that something like this happens, or like you don't know what to do. And number two, like, if you're prone to those kinds of things where like you just kind of fly off the handle because your animal's doing something extremely normal for that animal to do, you just shouldn't have the animal. You know what I'm saying? You just shouldn't have control over another living being. I mean, like, what is the cat, a prisoner in the house? It's not allowed to, like, jump up and enjoy things. It has to just stay on the floor in the background and not, you know, do anything in the house. What kind of life is that for an animal, man? Like I got a dog. He's right down here. Okay? And he's allowed up on the couch. He's allowed up on the bed. He can get up in my lap. He can go in any room of the house. You don't have to, like, restrict these kinds of things from animals. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I mean, I guess if it's, like, the dog sheds or whatever or something like that, maybe, but I'm not gonna, like, throw the dog out the window because he jumped up on the couch while I was live streaming or something, you know? Your dog or your cat should never be, like, a prisoner in the house. Now, I'm kind of wondering how any future reaction to this is gonna be, because, I mean, you know how people kind of took that whole Alinity thing. People, like, found her address and were, like, sending, I guess, like, complaints to the local animal shelter and, like, animal control or whatever because of that whole situation. I mean, like, people take this kind of stuff pretty seriously. Even when it's not their animal. Like, people just have a deep compassion for animals, you know? So, I don't know how this whole situation's gonna unfold from here. I mean, it is pretty fresh. It literally happened just last night and he's already banned, which means his career is pretty much fucked. But I mean, more probably will come out of this. Whether he openly talks about it or tries to make a comeback or whatever happens, I have no idea. But that's going to be it for the video though, you guys. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on my channel, follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below for the freshest, most officialist Optimus merch on the internet. Make sure to check out OpTube down below as well. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, not hitting his cat 12 times because it jumped up on the desk, and signing out.